Okay. Hey, y'all. Thank you. Hey. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Let's use this deck today. Okie doke. All right, so let's get into the read. Welcome back to my channel. This is Adana, also known as the Afrozine, and today I'm reading for the beautiful, handsome collective. Hello, 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 collective. Thank you so much for joining me today. It is truly appreciated. You are truly appreciated. Thank you so much for all of your commentary, your shares, the gifts, the tips, donations, word of mouth, all those great things. I'm so grateful for you guys. Don't forget to grab this copy of this book here called Wisdom Beyond Wounds. It was created by me to help and assist a collective with your healing journey. All right. So if you're interested, definitely make sure you check out this publication. Also alongside my other publications, which is on Amazon.com. Okay. Thank you so much. Let's get into this. Oh, and don't forget the workshop. I have like 2 spaces left. And then after that, I'm going to close it down. Last day to sign up is March 7th. So you have 4 days left. All right. So let's get into this read. Channel message here is they're literally sick from jealousy and envy. Literally. Physically, literally sick. From jealousy and envy. Jealousy and envy are spirits or energies that riddles the body and shows up in many different ways. Over time, if a person becomes jealous or envious of something or someone, that energy tends to spiral out of control, or more so sit within that person's, we'll say, body or space of things. Now, when jealousy and envy starts to create or wreak havoc amongst this person's mind and body, what is happening here is that it is rejecting a reality that the ego cannot accept. So someone cannot accept your victory, or someone cannot accept your success. It's literally making them sick, literally, like them losing their hair, they're losing their body, meaning they may be gaining weight. They could be losing a lot of weight. They don't look well, sincerely, genuinely, because of your success, however success resonates for you. So another person's success exposes what they refuse to become. The mind cannot compete, so it resists. Stress rises, their nervous system begins to tighten, and the body begins carrying the weight of a comparison it cannot win. Why is it that the collective's always winning? Why is it that your life seems to be a little bit more easier than how their life's turning out? These are things that they ask themselves, or they may ask other people surrounding you. Why do you always get the better end of the stick? They don't see what's going on behind the scene, because yet again, you might be one that might not be vocal in regards to what you went through, what you've experienced. But there are a lot of things that you have went through. You just don't look like what you've been through. That makes sense. And that tells me there, the things that you've been through probably means that it was orchestrated. Probably means that you didn't set that up, if that makes sense. You didn't intentionally set yourself up to fail. But because of how successful that you are, or you're soon to be, people can't handle that. So they're going to try to throw a monkey wrench inside of your path to stop you from being successful. So some people are not exhausted from effort. They are exhausted from watching someone else succeed. Some people are not exhausted from effort. They are exhausted from watching someone else succeed. Ain't that something? So when jealousy and envy arrives, it starts to show up in a person's body. The body experiences comparison as a threat. This is why they see you as a threat. Jealousy and envy activate the same biological stress response as danger, believe it or not. When someone constantly compares himself to another person's success, the brain, the psyche, the mental space interprets that success as evidence of personal inadequacy or loss of status. Their heart rate starts to increase. They may not be able to sleep well. Their digestion weakens. They're not eating well because all they're doing is focusing on you and your success. Also, the immune system tends to lower its defenses over time. So the body remains in a prolonged stress state. And as I mentioned before, stress can actually cause a lot of harm to you if you're not careful. So headaches, stomach issues, high blood pressure, chronic fatigue, these are things that you're going to start to see within a person who is developing a lot of jealousy or envy towards you. Their body is reacting to your progress as if it were an attack. Ain't that something? I have heard from time to time, and I've also seen from time to time, other individuals' point of view when it comes to jealousy and envy, and they do say it is a sickness or a mental illness, and I just stopped right there. I do agree, but I never went further down the rabbit hole to see why a lot of people were feeling the same way. And I took the liberty yesterday to do that so I can bring you this information today. So physically, jealousy and envy is something that can actually harm. It can either harm you if you're not aware that this person has a lot of jealousy or envy towards you or around you, or it can harm them. So you want to have to take it how it resonates. Envy creates internal contradiction that the body cannot reconcile. So part of them wants what you have, but the other part resents you for having it. That internal conflict forces the mind into constant thinking, overthinking, replaying your success, questioning why do you have it and not them, and imagining ways it should belong to them instead of you. So the nervous system never settles. The mind stays occupied with monitoring you rather than regulating itself. They see you as a threat because they keep telling themselves and they keep telling others that they're going to be successful. And hey, there's nothing wrong with that. But where the lines begin to become very blurred or skewed is that when you will say, do it first, it is not a competition, but that's just how they see you. They see you as a really, really strong threat, competitive wise or competition wise, and they have to prove a point to other people that they're going to be successful than you. Well, of course, if you're not in competition with anybody and you don't give a damn what another person is doing, your success tends to be a little bit more louder or much, much, much louder than what they anticipated for it to be. So it becomes very emotional toxic for this person, psychological toxic, and the bitterness turns into tension, inflammation, and also exhaustion. So let me give an example. Let's say a woman or a man, take it how it resonates. Let's say a person. A person spends years quietly watching you build a successful business and gain recognition. Instead of using the inspiration to improve their status, their issue, their point of view, they obsessively monitor every milestone that you have succeeded in, every post, every compliment other individuals may give to you. So each of your achievements feels like a personal insult towards this person. Over time, they begin experiencing migraines, insomnia, and digestive problems. So when they go to the doctor, if they decide to go to the doctors don't find anything. And the reason being is more so of a spiritual thing. This is more from a spiritual aspect. Jealousy and envy is a spiritual entity, if that makes sense. So they're going to the doctors and they're trying to figure out why they can't fix their upset stomach or why they're always so sick. And the reason being is because they think about you. They eat, breathe, and sleep you 24/7. So the illness was not coming from the other person's success. It was coming from the constant psychological warfare they were waging inside their own body every time they saw you win. So every win that you have underneath your belt, it makes them sick. They digest the sickness of your success. Ain't that something? Baby. Let's get into these cards here, child. Yes, the intellect. See, remember, they're playing the silent game and they don't want you to know what's in their mind. But their body is always going to keep score. Even though they think that the mind would never keep score, the body keeps score. And if you look over this person's head, there is a dark cloud surrounding this person's head because this is all they have within their mind are dark thoughts. So they think that if they hide within their dark thoughts, that they can utilize those same dark thoughts that they have about themselves and other people here to be successful in whatever it is that they're trying to push on, will say to you here, if that makes sense. The more successful you become, the more sick someone physically is going to become. That's the truth. This is how you're going to get your justice. This is how karma is playing out. So the more that you do in your life, you ain't about anybody, you're staying in your lane, you're walking down your path, and you are succeeding at everything that comes your way, the more sick this person becomes. And they wanted it to be set up this way because from the projections that they were projecting onto you, they wanted you to be where they were or where they are. And of course, that's not happening here. So once again, they get caught in the spider web of their mind. The mind is a terrible, terrible thing to waste. And all they keep doing is just wasting their mind away. Literally just wasting away with all of the have and the have-nots and the negativity and the disrespect and the disdains and the woe is me and the toxicity and the this and the that. And I can't do it because the collective's doing it. Who gives a flying fart if you're doing it? Who cares if you're doing it first? Who cares if you're doing it second? Who cares if you're doing it last? If it's meant for you to do whatever that thing is that you are doing, then no one can stop you from the thing that you are meant to do. I mean, it is what it is. They cannot stop you from your progress. They cannot stop you from your success because that is a part of your purpose in regards to what you need to fulfill. How in the hell is somebody trying to discredit or more so destroy your purpose when you're supposed to be in that purpose? They think their purpose is specifically and purposely is supposed to destroy you from stepping into your purpose or to make sure that you don't step into it. This is why they think that their mind is playing tricks on them because they keep swearing up and down that you will never be successful. Who made them God? For real. Who made them the creator? This is the same person who don't believe in the creator, same person that keep going against the creator, because when they go against you, they go against the creator. You came from creation. You came from divinity, take it how it resonates. You came from God, however way you do your thing. You came from your ancestors, universe, however way you do your thing. And they feel that they're bigger than that energy. And they want people to believe that they are. They want people to believe that they're bigger than that energy, however it resonates. And they want people to think that they're bigger than you. Poppycock. Straight up poppycock. We got the future in reverse. The more successful you become, the less of a future they will have. The only way that they can get out of this self-depreciating mindset or mentality is if they put themselves first, or they put themselves in their own category, or they take the path towards their purpose. They don't know what their purpose is, if that makes sense. They know what yours is, and they want to stop you from fulfilling yours because they can't fulfill theirs. So that's why their future looks so grim. Because they can't stay out of their head. They're counting up and they're tallying up all your success. We're in March 4th. And between March 1st to March 4th, whatever your wins were, whatever your success is or were, take it how it resonates. I don't care how small the success is, it's still a success. And you need to count your smaller successors so that way you can build it up to get even bigger or grander successors, if that makes sense. So never, ever, ever discredit or sleep on the smaller wins in your life. I don't care how small it is. I don't care if you got up today, you decide to walk 5,000 steps. That's a success to you and for you. If you decide to make a cake today that you never did before, that's a success. If you decide to read 5 pages within a book, that's still a success, because those smaller successes create and build a momentum for you to be in a bigger space to receive even bigger blessings, if that makes sense. So never discredit your small success. Most people, or some people, think because they don't have a big win or big success that they're not successful at all. Success is not it's not a one-time thing. If you're able to look at it from this perspective, it's a multitude of things that creates a momentum for the success to keep coming in for you or towards you. That's really what success is. But of course, we're not dealing with smart individuals when we're talking about narcissistic individuals. So that being said here, the future is grim. The future is dark. There is no future because yet again, they're stuck in their head, in the intellect, the same mind that they keep trying to utilize against you. But after all, all in all, the same mind that they're trying to utilize against you is the same mind that's going to destroy them. Straight up poppycock. Baby. Hogwash and poppycock. I had class last night. We were speaking about the darker parts surrounding psychoanalysts and things of that nature. And one of the students in the class actually put herself out there, and she said that she was jealous of a what do you call it? A singer. I forget the person name. But when she mentioned the singer's name, I watched her and her whole face, she was happy and everything when we were talking about other things that led up to what she stated. And once she stated that person's name, her eyebrows just got like rolled down, her whole face changed. Like I could see the changes in her, and I was like, whoa. Just for her just saying that name. And the professor asked, well, what led, or why are you jealous of her? Well, she has everything. And she don't look like she do anything. And I'm just sitting back like, damn. So I was actually seeing it in real life time, how a person could be jealous of a person and normally they don't even know. Because yes, that person is a singer, but that student don't know that singer on a deep like connection, if that makes sense. They only know what they perceive of the singer, and because the singer makes it looks easy or perceives that is easy, that is actually easy. And that's not always the case. I'm not a singer in no way, shape, or form, so I don't know what it takes to become a singer. I'm sure it takes a lot of hard work and tenacity and determination, of course, all those things. But the way that the student spoke about the singer, it had me I was a little uneasy. I was like, oh, so literally this was right on time. Like the way that she expressed herself, the disdain in her voice, I can't stand. She said it just like that. I can't stand that singer. And I was like, oh, wow. As I mentioned, people gonna always give you the blueprint as to who they are. Just sit back and be quiet. You ain't gotta say nothing. Let them say what they need to say. So I say all that to say here, this is how someone thinks about you. Either you know this person or you don't know this person. There are a lot of, I don't know if you know what parasocial is as well. Specifically, like if you're online and you're putting yourself out there, or you just posting whatever you're posting, some people tend to create parasocials with another person, a content creator, or vice versa. Take it how it resonates. And a parasocial connection is basically this person thinks that they truly know you, but they don't know anything about you at all. And they keep creating all these different scenarios that they know you. So they put themselves or position themselves in a way to where they think that they have access to your own personal business or personal life. And let's say you stop posting for like a couple days or like a week or so. They're starting to get very antsy or feel with a lot of anxiety because they expect for you to do the same thing over and over and over. And if you're not careful, these parasocial connections can become very dangerous or very dastardous in a point to where you can actually be put in a very compromising position. So just be mindful of that surrounding parasocial connections. It could be at work, it could be online, it could be in your hometown, you know, your nearest flea market, farmer's market. Just take it how it resonates, okay? But there's always someone that thinks that they are better than you. And the person that think and assume that they're better than you are going to do everything possible to prove just that by utilizing a lot of dark, manipulative tactics to ensure that what they say and what they perceive of you comes true. Yeah, bravery is in reverse. Then they get all nervous and they get all scary behind the scenes here because you're not playing by the book, or you're not playing by their book. And if you were to open up their book, their contents of pages within the book, there's really nothing in there but themselves, if that makes sense. The book that they created for you to follow, or the script that they created for you to follow, is not about you, if that makes sense. It's about them. They need you to be the center of their world. They need you to star in their world, in their reality, in their show. This is why they keep trying to push this script or this book or this instructions or this playbook onto you. You're supposed to read it in a certain way, and you're supposed to act in a certain way. And if you don't, it puts them in a position where they become stuck, more so intellectually. Because how is it that they could have been very successful, uber successful with other people by them following the script, but here you coming along and you refuse to follow the script, or you see the script for what it is? The script is them. The information or the evidence that they have written inside the pages of the book, it's all about them. This is why they always giving you the blueprint. Does that make sense? Here, I want you to read this book. Oh, what's it about? Oh, just read it. And you're reading it, and this could be literally, this could be figuratively, this could be metaphorically speaking, this could be spiritually. Take it how it rests. It could be emotionally as well. But they want you to read into something in a certain way so they can come off as the one that's intelligent, or the one that has the intellect. But how do they have the intellect if they're literally giving you the blueprint as to who they are? How is that a smart choice for them? How? Anybody? How is that? How is them giving you who they are? And they keep saying you would never find out, but you always do. How is it that them giving you the blueprint as to who they are, the smartest thing for them to do? Oh, me, oh my. And they feel so intelligent when they do it. That's the crazy part. But yet they want to come out and they want to mock your intelligence. My God. Hi, hi, hi. Like, wait. Karmic. You really sat here and thought that out? Well, yeah. Yeah, they'll never catch me. Yeah, I'm smarter than the collective. And you looking like, okay, you're smarter than the collective by giving the collective who you are? Okay. Whatever. Man, what is this? Oh man, poor little Tink Tinks. They give me Tink Tink vibes. They just, baby, they lost in the sauce, child. Anywho, we have healing in reverse. So you left them in their little Tink Tink space of their mind because they, they ain't all there, child. And they trying to prove to you that they're all there by giving you the blueprint as to who they are. They trying to prove to you who they truly are by literally giving you who they are. You'll never catch me. You'll never know who I am. And you're looking like, but you just gave me. You just gave me. We got story and transformation. Transformation is in reverse, but story is upright. So now they're realizing that they gave we'll say the right person the information in regards to who they are, which is you. Now they're in a space where they can't transform. Now they're in a space where they feel that they're very stuck. Now they're in a space here where now they realize what they have done. And now you can tell the story because now you have both sides. And you can utilize your truth to completely destroy their lies. And now the story is going to fit in the flow of things. It's going to flow exactly how it needs to flow. And that's the one thing that they did not want to happen. Checkmate. So now they're here. Now they're here. For this to come out like this, yeah, that's funeral dress. This is my funeral dress. So now everything is blowing up. Their mind is just blowing up and blowing out their top. They can't handle what they're seeing. They can't, not only can they not handle your success, they can't handle people are seeing them as a liar. They can't handle the fact that people see their true nature, their true intentions. They can't handle the fact that they don't have control over the situation. Envy creates internal contradiction that the body cannot reconcile. So since they can't handle it, even more jealousy and envy and also rage starts to set in. They have to hide, right? They feeling embarrassed, right? They're exposed. People know who they are. So now they're going to hide. And the more that they're in their hidden space, the more sicker they become. They refuse to accept help. They refuse to get help. So they're sitting home or wherever they are in the world, trying to nurse these battle wounds that they created. And the more they try to nurse the battle wounds of the mind that they created, the deeper they go within the battle wounds of their mind. They are a disaster to themselves. They are a huge danger to themselves. That's the tea. That is the tea. That they refuse to drink. The tea is the remedy. The tea is the medicine to stop whatever they're going through. But they refuse to see it how they truly need to see it. This is why they can't taste or they can't drink this tea. Ain't that something? Yeah. Could be a mother figure. We just had the solar eclipse. I believe the solar eclipse and something else, y'all. I think it was a solar eclipse, and I think seven planets aligned. Y'all gonna have to help me out with that one. I haven't been really following my my astrology points. Hold on, y'all. What's coming out? Okay. Can y'all see me okay? Let me know. And we got Mercury retrograde. Okay, perfect. All right, so let's keep moving forward here. So we have the eel, and then we have lost here as well. So yeah, they're just as shocked that they're losing everything. Okay? I can't. They're in shock that they lost everything within their mind. Let me break this down. They are shocked that they lost we'll say the control panel within their mind. They are shocked that they lost control of their mind. They are shocked that not only did they lose those, we'll say, capabilities or parts of them that they truly thought that they control, they can't fix this. They're in a space where they feel like that they can't fix this. They're in a space where they feel like that a lot of people are speaking about them in regards to how they're showing up, more so intellectually. It's like they don't have the right words, or they don't have the right, they don't know how to translate what they have done. They don't know how to formulate a sentence to get them out of the situation, if that makes sense. This is why you're getting justice. I'm going to have to come back on a little later. I wasn't going to. But since this live has been messing up a bit, Mercury retrograde is definitely heavily in effect. So I'll come back on a little later. Yeah, because my is glitching. Okay. All right, let's see. Let us see. Somebody eating lettuce. All right, we have chicken here. So this person is very afraid to... So they're afraid to make any wrong sudden movements. They're afraid to come towards you. They are afraid to speak up in regards to what they have done towards you. So before, they were more of very open and very vocal surrounding what they were saying because they thought it was completely true. So when the truth was met or matched with their lies, they weren't able to handle that. So now they're in a space here where they're trying to nurse the intellect, which they feel like that they truly can't. That's what I was saying. So they keep putting themselves in a space where no one can see what they're going through. So this is more of like a psychosis, like a spiritual psychosis is what they're going through, because they have to prove that it's true. It is true, it is true, it is true. And everybody around them already told them that it's not true, but they keep having to feel like it is. So they keep putting themselves in a situation here where they keep getting shocked by the truth that they refuse to receive or more so accept. Oh, that's why they're sick from jealousy and envy. And jealousy and envy is a response from the body that tells you that is rejecting a reality that the ego cannot accept. Their ego cannot accept your success. That's a hard pill to swallow. In order for them to be healed from this ailment or this sickness that they created, they have to swallow the pill. Figuratively speaking. That's the only way they'll get better, is by digesting the truth, and they can't do it. They rather sugar-coated donuts. Sugar-coated shit. Baby. And look at the bottom of this, whatever you want to call this little cake pop. This little something sharp that's there. So they want it sweet. They want their words to sound sweet, but behind the words are very sharp. Or maybe this is what they think of you. You may come off as very sweet, but your words can be very sharp. Or they could have met their match when it came to you surrounding that. Your words are sweet, but when you are provoked, it can become very sharp. Baby, your life about to make, baby, your life is making a gag, child. Gag city. Brand new everything. Brand new friends. Take y'all resonate. Brand new friends. A brand new lover. Brand new car. Brand new home. A brand new space. Yard. Whatever your heart desires. Since March 3rd, you're going to start to see smaller things happening for bigger things to come in. Someone holding the door for you. Someone buying you a cup of coffee. Someone buying you some tea. Someone complimenting you. Someone paying for your groceries. Someone leaving gas on a gas thing, and you get your gas for free. Like, you're going to start to see a lot of these occurrences happening within your life, if you're doing the work, of course. Everything brand new. And they won't be able to show their two-face anymore, because the real face that they have is going to be shown much, 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 much more. This is the face. They ain't going to be two-faced with you anymore. They can't be two-faced with you anymore. They're going to be here. That's what's going to show publicly. Sad. They won't be able to Photoshop their happiness. Yeah, your big break is here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, your big break is here. Thank you. We have deja vu. Excuse me. They've already seen this coming. So yes, they had gifts before. Yes, they may have had some form of premonition before. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. But the premonition that they kept having was you being successful. That was the premonition. And the more they kept telling themselves that you would never be successful is the more that you became successful. Whatever you put your energy into, your time and your affection and all that things into, the more you're going to nurture that thing, if that makes sense. They did everything possible. Yes, they did. They nurtured everything about your success and it still came true. They hated your success so much that it still came true. They gave all that energy away freely to you because of the hate and envy and jealousy that they had for you. It still came true. Checkmate. Yeah, you could be booked and busy, however that resonates. Whatever you're booked and busy in. You could be booked and busy and just being relaxed in a relaxed state. If you are an entrepreneur, if you have a 9 to 5, a career, whatever, however way you do your thing, but you're going to be booked and busy to the point where people are going to be coming to you for services, for resources, and it's going to make you feel really good. Thank you. Yeah, your bounce back ain't nothing to play with at all. What do you mean they bounce back? What do you mean they winning behind the mask? What do you mean? I can't handle this. Yeah, well, we have CEO energy here, which you are. You are a CEO in your own right, if that makes sense. Yes, you are. Somebody getting their feet done or your nails done, take it how it resonates. I just smell like a nail polish, okay? Or you can be thinking about getting your nails done today. Tell me about the CEO energy. Why do they hate the CEO energy? Why do they hate it so much? Oh. So we have the 8 of Wands here. Could be a fire sign. You could be a fire sign or they could be a fire sign. The reason why they hate your CEO energy is because you're always replenishing or you're always able to put yourself in a situation better than before. And this is what's being revealed. Yes, the eclipse. Look, the sun and the moon, or the moon and the sun, the eclipse. We just had eclipse yesterday. And 7 planets are in alignment. So as you are able to walk free from it, look, they're in the 8 and also the 10 of Swords, rock bottom. Ain't that something? Get well. Jealousy is a disease. Envy is a disease. And it's a disease that a lot of people don't see on the forefront of things. It's a disease that starts to seep within a person's, we'll say, orifice or body of things. And if they don't seek the help or they don't get the help that they need in order for this sickness of jealousy or envy to start to grow and metastasize in such profound ways, is going to be shown. First off, it's going to be eclipsed from the inside. It is going to be eclipsed out for everyone to see. The sun and the moon, the eclipse. So you're going to see a lot of people's true natures moving forward. A lot of people's true intentions, clearly. You don't even have to second guess it anymore. You're like, oh, okay, yep. Let me move to the side real quick. Oh, okay, they doing what now? Oh yeah, all right, let me go. Let me just side. Yeah, real quick. Yes. So Anderson states on TikTok, it takes their entire hearts and mind. That's a lot. That is a lot of energy for someone to place into jealousy or envy. A lot. It takes their entire hearts and mind. Do you know how much bandwidth a person has to execute or utilize just to exercise that hate? That's a lot. Of course, they're always tired. Of course, they're always angry. Of course, they're always lethargic. They just wasting themselves away, literally and figuratively, spiritually too. We have the world here. You are giving the world, or you in a space where the world be given to you. Take that how that resonates. But baby, things are looking up for you. Yeah, and you are in a space now where your success is protected. You're on top of the sun, you're on top of the world, and no one can come and take your success away from you. No matter how much they try, no matter how much they do, they won't be able to do it. Checkmate. All right. Scorpio, Libra, Leo. Thank you, Earth Angel. Capricorn, Aries. Reg Or states on TikTok, it hurts when it's the one you are sleeping next to. Absolutely. I 100% agree with you. I do. Yeah. That's the last person you would think or expect for them to have some form of a hatred or jealousy or, envy towards you. But I 100% agree with you. And it always comes out in the most subtlest way ever after you've done something for them, or maybe not even doing anything for them, or doing something once for yourself. These type of individuals love when you always cater to them 100%. But the moment that you decide to do something for you, or you just tell them no, is you're just going to see a whole nother side of them. And that's the side that you truly need to pay attention to, because everyone can come off pretty nice or, handsome or beautiful or so, but the other side that they don't want you to see is that's the truest side that you truly need to pay attention to. So we have Pisces, Libra, Pisces, Virgo, Scorpio. Oh shit. Sagittarius. We're going to add Scorpio in here. Sorry. Scorpio too. Leo. Capricorn. Taurus. So if that resonates with you guys, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Don't forget to grab this copy of this book, Wisdom Beyond Wounds. Okay, it was created by me to help and assist the collective with all of your healing path or your healing journey. Okay, thank you so much for your immense support. It is truly appreciated. I'm going to try to come back on a little later to give you guys another live. If not, then you're going to see me tomorrow. I'm going to have to, because I got a lot of other work that I need to do. But yes, until next time, until next live, go out there, be safe, be the best person that you can be, continue to thrive, do not survive anymore, continue to thrive, and you will see the fruits of your labor. Okay, love you guys, take care, see you soon.